He's back. The stranger standing before you brings to mind a motley-colored, long-limbed doll abandoned amid carnage in Detrius. The bright colors of his sleek costume seem comical against the unremitting gloom and hostility of this place. Only the sorrowful horned mask that hides his face and the dark hooded cloak he wears pays tribute to the overwhelming air of hopelessness. Every move the Xenos makes sings with theatrical precision and a predator's grace. You cannot decide if this person is an accomplished dancer or a master assassin. I mean, why not both? Also, I love the every move they make sings with theatrical precision and a predator's grace. Like, I love that imagery. You've never heard of such a Xenos before. What is he doing in the chasm? This crib of putrid flesh offends your taste. Oblivion comes now. Here its nocturne plays. I am the starlit strain that chills the soul, the piece that doomed throngs pitches into dance. You are among them, merchant vagabond, so tread the steps I say, escape fate's grasp. What is the dance you're so intent on drawing me into? The steps you already know, vagabond. A knife-edged minuet you must perform between oblivion, foes, and your own friends. So heed my sonnet well, it holds the key. A melody of snarling agony, beguiling now, but rending flesh bewitched. Through sinew, bone, and grisly pageantry, it calls the blood-soaked drape to come unstitched. A haggard chorus in the hall behind, their flesh employed to serve the maestro's art. No prayer for mercy slips from throats confined, the baton sets the beat of every heart. And entrails are for him an instrument, and veins a living stave stand parallel. Yet death to him is no impediment. For corpses' tunes do carry just as well. Through spectacles of blood and gorge forge past, should crave your eyes to glimpse sun's light at last. Everything is perfectly clear. There is a certain maestro of flesh who conducts experiments on the bodies of others. His laboratory that can only be accessed by fighting the arena to draw his attention. With his assistance, I'll be able to escape the chasm. And your name is Nocturne of Oblivion. Have I missed anything? The Xeno stills and looks at you intently. He's not accustomed to anyone so adroitly and quickly navigating his verbal labyrinths. That much is clear. At last you hear a low chuckle behind his mask, and the Xenos claps his hands slowly, saying only one word, Brava. An indigo ripple passes over the Xenos body and dissipates like a bad dream. Alright. I wonder if that's who has Heinrich and the rest of our crew. Alright, so now though... Hold on. Let's go over here. I want to see if Pascal is here now. Find Yrliet. An Aldari runs a hand over her face before turning to you. Her pale skin is tightly stretched over bones of her skull. Her eyes have lost their glimmer. Her neck is stooped under the unseen burden. Yet you still recognize her. Yrliet, your former companion, the reason for your imprisonment. She glances at you, her eyes widening slightly, but that's the only change to detect her tense expression. You detect in her tense expression whatever emotion she may be feeling, she's suppressing. Ellen, talk. Nod at the victim. What are you doing? Learning, mastering that which will bring me closer to my roots. Her voice vibrates with tension. The blade in her hand is shaking and her knuckles are turning bone white. One of the Xenos who are watching her torture the silent victim steps forward. Did the monkey come for a taste of pain? You must have patience. Our little guest still has so much suffering to extract from her first victim. Your prey is far from empty. Don't hold back. Her blade Yrliet grips the blade in her hand and immediately winces. Her spirit stone is emanating a red glow. She touches it with an expression of anguish. The suffering overwhelms me. No more. I cannot bear it any longer. What is this? Why are you doing this? Our little guest is learning the art she and her kin lost eons ago. The Drukhari gloats in a cloying tone of voice. The art of delight, unhampered by meaningless taboos. The art of extracting rapture from another's flesh against the will of its owner. The art of walking past the path of the Drukhari. Isn't that right, my lost Azurian? The path of the Drukhari, she echoes the Xeno's words, and the sound of her voice is feeble. Once she opens her soul to our ways, she'll have a home once more among our kind. If she refuses, well, then she'll have to give up that bauble she wears as flimsy shield against she who thirsts. There's no cause for alarm. When we're done here, our little sister will need her spirit stone no longer. No. I am not gonna lie. There is a very large part of me that I don't know if Tess is going to forgive her. Like, Tess, in my mind, has always been a really good person, like, as good as you can be within this universe's, like, confines. But at the same time, she's never stood for betrayal. And the only time she'll either forgive it or pretend to forgive it is if there is something in it for her. Like, my gut reaction is to not forgive her, and to just walk away. But let's go with this one. I intend to find a way out of this place. What about you? Are you inviting me to come? Inviting me to the stars? Drukhari grabs Yrliet's shoulders. You're losing focus. Your spirit stone is starting. Yrliet is swift and precise. The blade pierces the Drukhari's throat and he collapses, clutching the wound, drenching the floor with his blood. His kin move to draw their weapon, but freezes, transfixed by the sight of their brother thrashing in agony. Enough! It's hard to tell whether she's shouting or wailing. Enough of this senselessness. Aimless tortures is not my path. It never will be mine. She turns to you with a faint glimmer of hope in her gaunt face. But first I must ask, after what I did, drive away the night by my blindness with the morning rays of clarity, have you truly found the strength to forgive me? I'm gonna say this. Well, we will yet have a word about your deeds. Now, however, it is time to leave. I think that this is a good spot to leave it. Like, Tess isn't ready to forgive. She needs to understand. But we'll get out. She nods wearily. You're right. Explanations and understandings are now ours to pursue, and yet your willingness to take me back astounds me, and it frightens me in equal part. Azurian, heed my word. I will not fail your faith in me again. And now let us walk away from the nightmare that sinks their stings into the darkest recesses of my ravaged soul. Okay. So, if that hadn't gone the way that it did, I definitely would have left her. However, because it went the... What? Pascal? No. What is... Who was that?
The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
Okay.
I failed.
I just want to find the spot where I think Pascal is.
I won't tolerate weakness.
What is... Oh, Yrliet's all the way over there. What was that guy? That...
No!
Bled? Nothing...
None shall stand in my way.
Watch your steps.
What? It's mine, bugger.
Did you hope to
The
see
hideous...
an Azuriani fail?
Oh. Okay. I think we gotta go up here. Bigger. This way? Am I going the right way now? Yes. Now I don't want to like fast walk. I want to like slow walk just in case. This. There he is. Okay. The crooked figure wrapped in crimson looks nothing like Pascal Hahnemann, you know, before his silhouette hunched, though it may have been under the weight of his potentia coil, used to radiate authority and power the restricted knowledge. Now he looks broken. His raiment is soiled with dark red bloodstains and black blotches of sacred ungans. His mechadendrites wriggle sluggishly like dying snakes. He does not look at you, for his gaze is focused inside his own body. There's a horrible gaping wound in his chest. You see the glinting, clanging mechanism squirming within. Pascal has plugged his fingers to the wide, dripping maw of the wound and is in the process of palpitating his metal innards with great care. Look at him closely. It's difficult to say if the procedure that Pascal has undergone was torture, sacred augmentation, or vivisection. His flesh is covered in fresh sutures, interspersed with wounds that no one has taken the trouble to stitch. An ordinary human would have long since bled out, but the Ferrum Sanctum sustains the bodies of the adepts of the machine god. His metallic insides are exposed to the eye in all its vulgar, bloody nakedness. Pascal, can you hear me? That statement is true, Tessera. He looks up at you. His skin has gone yellowish and clammy from lubricant-like sweat. and there's something strange about the pupil of his left eye. You look closer and realize the shape is no longer round. It's Tridagong? What happened? An act of defilement. This unit was subjected to profane invasion. The dry words coming out from the Vox speaker rustle like sand. Under the cold layer of formality, you sense panic. A Xenos touched my ferrum sanctum, removed parts of it and changed other parts. Branded my true flesh, the ulcer of forbidden metal. What came of you after our capture? This unit was immobilized, transported to the laboratorium of Xenos with the designation Terventius, the Arc Machinator, studied, anatomized, and his vox begins to vibrate ominously, as if he's about to burst into hysterical scream. Then this unit was caged. Its sacred augmentations were subjected to restructuring, complete replacement modification. This unit received basic medical assistance, and this unit. The Vox speaker fades to a whisper. Then he let me go. Where are the others? No data available. Optimistic projection. They're dead. Is there a way I can help? The statement is false. The voice from the speaker becomes drier and calmer. The pure augmentations were inserted into the technical cycle of the operation of my true flesh. Their direct excisions will, with an undetermined yet high degree probability, cause the cessation of my vital functions. Pascal's fingers widen the edge of the wound. Blood mixed with sacred unguents trickles down his wax-like skin. His sunken chest contains more metal than you thought possible. You see gray tissue of his lungs pierced by dozens of thin tubes. An unfamiliar organ made of synthetic fiber imprisoned in a cage of protective rings. A wide cover over his respiratory system that disappears into his trembling larynx. All these augmetics are riddled with small grafts of xenotech clinging to them like rust. What exactly did they change? Detecting numerous replacements in the chain of command distributors, alterations have been made to the operational algorithm, the encoder inside my cortical augmetic. He now speaks with complete indifference and calm, as if reading out an inventory of spare parts at a warehouse. The chemical inject analyzer has been destabilized. He falters. A hint of humanity creeps into his voice. He sounds almost bewildered. There are other changes. I cannot understand what they are, what their function is. We can purge your body of the corruption at once. If it does not pose an immediate threat, leave it. We'll deal with it later. Why did they remold you? No data available. I hypothesized the purpose behind the alterations was entertainment, curiosity. He was curious to see what was inside of me, and then he remade me to see what I would do next. He wanted to watch me rip his grafts out himself. You must be the one that decides what to do. Request denied. This unit's purity and ability to make logically sound decisions has been compromised. Never before have you seen Pascal so lost and helpless. Oof. I don't know what to do here. I'm curious to see what happens if we tell him to if we purge it, will it kill him though? I feel like if it doesn't pose an immediate threat to your life, leave it. We'll deal with it later. But then what if it grafts permanently and he's never Pascal again? We'll deal with it later. Like, I feel like first and foremost, if it's not going to kill him, we have to save him. Okay, so after doing a little bit of research, I think we're going to purge him of this. Because I think this will give him a perma debuff. It's interesting because I was reading Pascal, it technically has 3 endings. Maybe even 4, but I know 3 at least. So this one will lead to an ending that I'm not going to be unhappy with. I don't know if this one leads to a better or worse ending, but we'll go with this. The probability of total success is low due to expected premature cessation of vital functions. There's no fear in his voice. He's not trying to dissuade you, merely informing you. Okay. Then we must look. So that I'm not going to force. I am not going to win that coercion. I wish I could save right now. Like, I genuinely wish. Because, like, the dogmatic would be fine. But we must look for other options then. A sound of static. If it does not pose an immediate threat to your... Alright. Let's try it. No! Okay. So at your command, Pascal, oh god, you hear a metallic creak and then his fingers loosen. Request denied. The unit's motivational complex is weakened. Then come with me. We'll tackle this another time. This unit is ready to serve. Omnissiah, have mercy on me. So I wonder if he still has the debuff or not. Now I'm curious. Do you? He does. All right. Well, he has unholy flesh. Well, next time, I know I'm definitely going to need to have somebody who's a little bit better at coercion. So now, is Heinrich the last person I need to find out of everybody? I think so. Okay, so we can't find Heinrich until the second arena fight. So as of right now, I guess we're just going at our own pace and figuring out what to do next. Persuasion. Okay. We'll add that. An aim opening. Okay. Sure. We'll add that in. So now, is there a place to rest? Like, is the pit ours now? I'm actually super curious. And as we're walking by, so if I just start, okay. So we need to find, so isn't that though, don't we need the anatomical opera? Like, I feel like that would be where we need to go next. But I really truly want to know if there's a way to like sleep and get rid of some of this.
It's about time.
I'm actually curious if who is running that slow? Okay, if Malice is here. I bet he's still alive because he was breathing when we left. It was very interesting the way that all happened with him. I like the fact that you couldn't loot him. He was just like down for the count. Let's see. There is a cutscene here. Brothers and sisters, it's time for you to meet our greatest ally. Rogue trader Tessera von Valencius herself is part of the resistance. I ask you, how can we fail with someone so mighty on our side? The Maleficent Xenos have already tried to kill her in the arena, yet their efforts were for naught. Emperor protects. The Commissar gives his inspirational speech while looking you right in the eye without a shred of shame. His words draw smiles of amazement and people you've never... Traitor, you condemned them to death. You lied to us, and now I have come to exact retribution. Sister Argenta, what are these accusations? Could it be the horrors of combat have rattled you so? Have you been blinded by ensuing madness? Or has our cunning enemy poisoned your mind with some wicked influence? Oh, these are bad. Argenta, I shall be the one to disperse justice. Argenta, stop, or else those who do not know the whole truth might Let's try it. No, the righteous will hear the truth of our words. They won't support a traitor, but if we leave them in the dark, they will become his next victims. I'll dispense justice? No. In the name of the Emperor, I sentence you to death for the betrayal of every soul you sent to the slaughterhouse. Brothers and sisters in arms, we've been betrayed.
Submit.
Okay.
And you'll die quickly.
You know what? Yes. I have my gear back. Pascal. Does Pascal have anything? Anything? Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna reload the game where we quick saved. Then I'm gonna speed through it and I'll meet you back here in a minute. But I don't want to start this fight without giving everybody some equipment, because equipment really does matter. Because I don't think Yrliet or Pascal can really throw a punch, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think throwing a punch is one of their specialties. So I'm also going to see if there's a quick place to sleep. Then we'll do it again. Okay, so I just went through and updated everybody's armor, stuff like that. So Abelard, I found him, I think, what is going to be a better greatsword. It does more damage. I found stuff for Yrliet. Also, Pascal. Pascal's is mid right now, but this is what we have. For some reason, I did get all of Tessa's stuff back. I did also get all of Argenta's stuff back. I don't have, like, stuff back in my cargo. So like I don't have like my extra med kits, or not my cargo, but my inventory. So basically whatever was on them at the time of the attack is what we have now, and that's fine with me. I don't know why I got it back, but I'm gonna say thank you. We are running like this stuff, and I don't know if like the only way to rest would be to get the pit back under control. And I do think that that's it, because I remember sneaking a little peek ahead of the story for just specifically Heinrich's romance, because I had to know what was going to happen. And I remember seeing them, I think, back in the pit. And they were like there, and everything was like, I think like a base of like chilling out. I could be wrong. Like, we'll see. But now that we have everybody, we're gonna fast forward through the conversation again, I think. Unless there's like a different dialogue option we want to take. Hopefully I can remember everything that we did. But we heard pretty much all the dialogue. Actually, we could try the persuasion options again. Or, honestly, I think I know what I want to do instead. So let's do this. We're here. This. We already read this. So let's try the coercion one more time. It failed. Okay, so I just want to go with execute this duplicitous scum, because I hate that like Argenta didn't, like I didn't have the chance to say that after, but like, yeah. In the name of the Emperor, I sentence you to death for the betrayal of every soul you sent to slaughter with Okay. My brothers and sisters, we've been betrayed to battle.
Submit and you'll die quickly.
Sorry, this is decently the same outcome as before, but slightly different. And that is fine. Oh, no. Sorry. Can I put... like this, and then I can move her here. Is my idea. Argenta. I actually don't mind Argenta's positioning. Abelard, let's get you over here, so that way you can handle all this. Pascal, I have missed you so much. Let's do this. All right. Who are you taking out?
This tedium is beneath me.
First. I don't know.
If it serves
Piercing
your cause.
shot. Claim the bounty. If you do, can you get multiple at any point? No, but it's so nice to have everybody back. And go
I
for
am
it.
not your Xenos pet, Molly.
Good! Girl, I never said you were. What is this one? Okay.
I understand your intent.
Let's try it, and then let's try this. Oh god, this is a medic. So actually, getting rid of medic first makes me happy. Sorry, I don't know who...
My faith shields me.
Alright. Yeah!
Analysis successful.
Follow my
Okay.
lead.
Dodge it!
Negligible.
Weather the storm.
Okay. Everybody dodge.
Hold on.
Okay. No! Alright, Argenta. I know how you're feeling right now.
Doubt is for the weak.
I don't, but no. Good parry.
As the Emperor commands,
Can...
I act.
He too close. Okay. Can we go here?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Now. Now. This?
I'll do it.
Okay. No. Do that.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yes! Good.
Doubt
Good.
is for the weak. This is why I was chosen.
She angry.
Here we go.
Okay. Careful. Good.
Out of my way.
No, I don't want to be out of your way.
Let's get to it.
All right.
Moving out.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain. Let's make it quick.
All right. Test. We gotta get some stuff done in a minute.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
This. I forgot about this.
Request approved.
Yes! Oh no. Aim for the opening. That's what I probably should have done first. We're gonna do that.
Is to serve.
What is this one? Would that get in the way of that? I don't know. I'm kind of curious now.
Prognosis is favorable.
Whoa! You see him like throw that guy across the room? Not a great idea, but it's good to know. You like.
Comprehends all.
I figured if there was any time to kind of futz around with stuff like this, now would be the time. Why in this very tense battle I feel that way is beyond me. But this is how I feel. Okay, now, Abelard. Both of these.
Victory is imminent.
Yes! I should have done the other thing first, that's fine. Tess! How you doing, girlfriend? Can you tell him his future?
Already done.
Thank you, darling. Let's do this.
Too easy.
Yeah, I have a question. Is he too far? No, he's not. Start. On one hand, I would love to start chipping away
Not a
at that
problem for
asshole.
me.
Almost. But at the same time, I'm gonna just start stacking him. Okay. Tess, finish him. You missed, girlfriend. That's okay. No, he died anyways. No! Crud, medic!
Guys, weapon at the ready.
All right. Tess,
To the heretics.
I forgot
I'll
to
do
put
what it
Tess behind.
takes.
Oh my gosh, where did they come from?
This way.
What? 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 Who? Oh? No. Okay, these
This
are like
tedium is beneath me.
these are like one-shotters. Okay. Good. Question. If you do this one, that should kill them both.
I am not your Xenos pet, Monkey. Hear you moving? No more.
Now we got momentum. If I did
If it serves your cause.
this. That.
I
That.
understand your intent.
Now do this. Now this. That.
Pay with your blood
Let's
in
see
the
what
name
happens.
of Kala Mensha Kane.
What she just said.
Another soul
Good.
slips beyond the veil. I deal death
Yes.
with my hands.
One more.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
All right. That cleared out some stuff, to say the least. Okay, I'm also... We are once again stacking this
I
asshole.
am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Okay. Okay. No! No?
I must not
Protect me.
falter.
Okay. What do we got?
Suffering is part of the trial.
I forget a hard time to...
You will pay an even greater
my-
price.
Yes! Okay. Argenta, can you heal yourself for me?
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Thank you.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
No, I don't get my free shot. That's okay. I just want to see. What do I got? I got one shot left. That's only a 38%. What do you got for that? Do
I'll
that.
do it. You, my emperor.
Okay. Healing her was more important to me, though. Good dodge. No. No.